broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Throwback.
That's that salt and pepper.
Why do I feel like I'm at a house party with Kid and Play right now?
Hey, yo, what's going on, everybody? You guys are tuned into AFTERBUZZ TV for Survivor's Remorse, Episode 3, M.V.P. Before we get into it, make sure you guys subscribe to youtube.com/AFTERBUZZ TV. Subscribe to the channel. You know we got all the goods. We are also on SoundCloud as well as iTunes. We'll be here every Sunday covering the latest Survivor's Remorse. I am your host, Jimmy V. I can be found on Instagram, Twitter at @BeAroundDad. You know I got the coolest crew here in the building. So what's up?
Hey, it's your girl Trene. You know you can find me on Twitter and Instagram and Snapchat at your girl Trene.
And of course, I am Gary Thomas, and you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at I am Gary Thomas.
We are one soldier down.
Hey, Shaprintis.
But shout out to her, though. I know she will be with us next week, so let's hop right into it. They start the episode off with Chuck. She's serving her community service, unfortunately, due to last week's shindigs and all that stuff. I personally have served community service in my past, and shit was not fun.
It really isn't, but she looked good doing it. Yeah. I think that she took it like she should. She wasn't like me, where you're like dreading it.
I think it's just because it's just the start of it. I think as it gets on, we're gonna hear her complaining about it, talking about she's going to work. You're not going to work.
Yeah.
At all.
It's kind of like
right. what did Uncle Julius call us? He called it community jealous. Like Uncle Julius always makes me feel better about everything in the show. Because he's like, it's not work. It's not work.
He's got the jokes. But the big thing of the episode, of course, was the mom. She got down with it.
I know, Shaprintis, you were correct with your prediction.
That's right. So shout out to her once again.
I was just so uncomfortable. I felt like I was standing in the kitchen with Cam, like right there, like Tashina, like no.
And this was before breakfast too, so
on cheat day. That's right. Of course, if you guys are into your fitness, you know cheat day is when you can order 2 to 3 pizzas. It's the glorious day of your week.
You can have any type of food you want, and you can pig out. We were actually speaking before we hopped on air. Trene thought cheat day was something else. Want to speak on that quick?
I mean, I know what cheat day is, but the whole scene with cheat day, I just thought it was a little bit much, a little racist. I know they're trying to be funny, but the line where it says, "Ain't a Negro I know who likes circus peanuts," I didn't think that was funny at all.
The whole cheat day thing was just so, I don't know. I just love thinking about it because I dread each week having the same meal because you know you're preparing meals and
right.
You just like get to that one day you're like, I can eat some like Buffalo Wild Wings. So I'm just like,
I was
excited
wings
for the family, and I liked how they made it a family thing because no one else like in my household or my family eats like I do. So like they don't understand or partake in the cheat day. So I love how that family part was put in there too, amongst all this swearing that we got going on this show. But we
tell me about it.
So much family stuff going on that I really like that.
Real quick, what is your favorite thing to eat on cheat day? And anybody watching this too, please comment in the comment box. What is your favorite thing to eat on cheat day? I'll start off with, I'm a huge fan of barbecue chicken pizza, so that is my favorite. What about you guys?
Well, I don't really do cheat days, but when I am, I would say Talenti ice cream.
Ice cream.
Oh, that's Talenti ice cream. It's really good.
Okay.
Buffalo Wild Wings and Domino's Pizza.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. I rock with you. As we continue on, we find out the person that the mother is smashing. His name is
You would fit right into that show.
Blair. Me
talking like that.
Yeah. You know, cast me. Nah. His name is Blair, and he's keeping the mother some company. Have you guys ever had to deal with? Well, I come from a single mother background. Luckily, this is kind of selfish to say, but my mom has kind of veered away from the dating scene. Have you guys ever had to deal with your parents or anybody upstairs, doing what they gotta do?
First of all, so uncomfortable. I've never had to deal with my mom. I don't want to deal with my mom doing all that. But I would say that I'm overprotective of my mom.
Okay.
Just like Cam is. I'm really close to my mom, so when she's dating someone new, I definitely did really side with him in this episode. So,
my stepfather has been around for basically my entire life, so I didn't deal with my mom dating at all, but
Gotcha.
I have heard them, and it was so. I just felt the pain that it was in the room that they were feeling. Like, it was so uncomfortable because, I don't know, it's just, you don't want to imagine it. But
Exactly.
They're older now, and hopefully that's all done, and I don't have to hear that again. So,
Right. So, which ends up coming to the main topic of the whole show was this vaginal procedure that needed to be done. I had an idea when she was speaking with Cam. She didn't want to say exactly what she needed to get done, but she was kind of hinting to it down, down in the lady parts.
I didn't think it was that, though.
No,
I think
what'd you
because,
think?
like, lately I've been catching up on Being Mary Jane because I wanted to see season 2 and it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
And first thing I thought was she wanted to get her eggs frozen or something because that's what Being Mary Jane is. I didn't think of that. She wanted to make it tighter. I didn't really think people do that.
So
Like,
random.
Good point.
I thought she was gonna get fake titties too.
Yeah,
I thought that
exactly.
too. I mean, definitely not cancer Cam. But
Cam,
Right.
that was the classic Cam, though. The
Over-exaggerated. Like, oh, blah, blah, blah.
Shot cancer. Be like, oh wait. I don't think anybody thought cancer when she said that,
Right.
And of course we know how Tashina and how Cassie is. If it was cancer, like M. Chuck said, it would have been blown out. She would have been a cancer to everybody. She'd have been crying and yelling, and everything would have been revolving around cancer. So he should have known, his mom,
Yeah, I thought that was very interesting too. And since we are on the cancer topic, M. Chuck says we do too much cardio. Ain't nobody gonna have cancer. Is there any relationship to doing cardio and having cancer? Because I personally
I've
have
never
no
heard
idea.
anything like that, but I'm gonna keep running my 2.5 miles
I know, right?
before I start my
Every
workout.
day.
Just because M. Chuck said that.
Exactly.
I don't think so at all.
Yeah.
But it was a nice reassurance, M. Chuck.
Right.
Yep. So M. Chuck, shout out to you. And I also hopped on Google as soon as we learned exactly what the procedure was, which is known as vaginal rejuvenation. So I'm gonna give you guys a quick definition of what Google says. All right, so it is essentially a facelift for the vulva and vagina. It often combines I ain't even gonna try to say that, vaginoplasty and labiaplasty to tighten the inner walls. So pretty much, I'm not gonna get too
How much is this? How much that procedure even cost? Just by the way.
This is probably in the $50,000. Nah, it's
Oh my
like
gosh,
$50,000.
that's crazy.
$50?
Actually, I have no idea, but obviously the mom asked Cam to cover the procedure, so it was something that the insurance clearly
First
was
of
not
all,
going to
just
cover.
know it's going to be tight because when she used his hoodie as an analogy, it's like if I had a hoodie on right now, it's going to be tight. So
Can we when she said this, let's address how M. Chuck and Cassie communicate.
Yes.
This is a big, when she tells her in the salon about the procedure, then they talk and they banter back and forth. Great acting. I love that the conversations are fast on the show. But it's
Very.
weird. That conversation is like, I can't imagine having such an open relationship with my parent.
I know.
That's weird. Like, to
very
talk about
weird.
private parts.
And this is
Cassie called her a bitch. It's like, It's like, bitch, shut up. Like, it's like that. It's weird to me.
Yeah, I was actually having a conversation with my mom because we were just talking about dating and all that stuff, and I was talking about bringing a girl home, and she flipped out. I'm like, hey, I am 24. I mean, can I live here? And she's like, no,
can I live?
Don't go bringing girls in and out. In and out. So just a small conversation like that compared to the conversation that those two have is you can tell they are very comfortable with speaking about those things, and it's obviously clear that they do it on a daily basis. Have you guys ever had to speak with that?
No, but all I would say is that they're really, really comfortable together, and it was even more funnier when he pulled out the index cards. Can we talk about that? Like,
Yeah.
The whole intervention was just, why they have to do that?
Awkward.
Like, it's awkward already. Like, I just felt
Awkward.
like that's a conversation that they should have. Like she said, we should have this. You just embarrass me in front of my brother and your sister, and now, then the conversation. You could tell that Cam is uncomfortable for him altogether. He's a very sensitive guy when it comes to his family. So it was just weird. Everything about this episode was just way too weird for me.
Exactly. Ever since the start, there wasn't no main thing that they all were trying to deal with, like compared to the last one. But it just kind of all centered around the mom's vagina, exactly, which we can say so.
And we had our B line stories, so to speak, with the money management part. We should get to.
That's right. Yep.
That I still don't understand. This whole episode I still understand because I didn't understand that either.
All right.
Like, I laughed and I was entertained, and I'm excited about this show. There are definitely some things I'm just teetering on the fence about.
First of all, Uncle Julius, can we talk about his jokes?
Oh, of course.
Clit clops. And R.I.P. to Cassie's P word. Like, Picasso of the P word. Like, where do they come up with these?
That's what I want to know. Their writers are so unique in the jokes, but they're just they punch you in the face with them, So it's like right there, and it's like, why not laugh? And I think that's one of the best things about the Survivor's Remorse. Like, everything is right in your face.
Definitely.
The
they
language,
don't hold anything back.
They hold nothing back. So I think that's like exciting to watch the show. Mm-hmm. It's just a weird. Season 2 is very different from season 1 right now. Like, I think that they've taken a much more comedic route with this season. And I think it's like intriguing for us, like, because we're not like something new every episode. We can just laugh about social issues and family, and all these different things, and that's what's keeping me entertained. Although there's not necessarily a real storyline. Like last season, I felt like it was very streamlined.
I think that they're hitting the topics because a lot of women, they do feel insecure about those areas, like especially when she used the hoodie to reference like how loose she was. Mm-hmm. I think that they're poking fun at it, and especially the family on the sideline having their jokes, saying I don't want her thinking her P word is handicapped. Like
Cam was like he's on beat up Blair because he's making her feel bad. And like nah.
So Cam thought Blair went to work too much, and then he felt insecure. Well, made her feel insecure about the whole situation, and she clears it up later on in the episode that Blair had absolutely nothing to do with that. And I also did some quick research on how much this procedure may actually cost, and according to Google, it's $4,000 to $7,000. Oh,
that's not bad. Yeah. That's not bad. That's not
okay.
That's not bad.
I guess so. So,
see, for you to be dropping it like it's hot again, I think it might be a healthy investment. After you've had your kids and you want to, you and your husband want to spice it up a little bit. You want to be back on it. I think $4,000 to $7,000 is not a bad investment to,
It's so awkward, though.
She also said that it felt different for her. It didn't feel the same for her. So, now we're talking about everyone's happier.
True. My man is preaching.
She's gonna be so much nicer.
Yep.
She's just gonna have a great time this season, especially now that she's getting back in the dating scene and she's got the tight twat.
I don't want her to date.
Why?
Wait. I don't want Tashina Arnold to date.
You wanted Cam.
Yeah, I want to see Cam date because it's young, but it's
That's
Tashina
right.
Arnold's like, you know, ever since I've like started seeing her in the mother roles and you know just who she is as a person out in the world. Like you see her, you're just like, I don't want you to date. I want you to be Tashina Arnold. I want you to be Cassie. I want you to just be set in this. I'm just like right there with Cam, like no, this is no. I want you to go in there and cook his favorite.
The French toast
and,
before 8.
You know, and just kind of do that, you know. But I do want to see Cam date, you know.
Yeah.
I just feel like Cam, you know, I've been in his shoes before. It's just, if he continues this attitude, he's gonna push his mom away. His mom's not gonna feel comfortable with him telling him things. And I feel like he needs to back up a little bit. He's always in the house. Cam, get out.
Cam is.
I'm sorry. He needs friends.
Cam really does need friends. So different from Jessie. Jessie has friends. He has his wolf pack, as they call each other. But it's like seeing two different people. It's so hard to put this together. But I feel like Cam is just like really streamlined focus. Yeah. And that's what he is. He's yoga and getting up early and resting and, you know, eating right. It's all for the, you know, the sport. And like you said, when he was suspended or off for the injury, they lost 5 out of 6 games without him.
That's right.
So let's really focus on his career, you know. So I think that they're taking a little bit of time we're not seeing other stuff about the other people, not just Cam, you know.
Right. Like I feel like now that we know that Cassie's gonna start dating, maybe we might get a little backstory of what she's had to sacrifice for Cam, or I think that I would like to see that. Just
so you want to see a little bit more
a
of her
backstory
story
of her, you know, what she's gone through, or just maybe referring to their 2 dads, because even when M. Chuck had talked about the dad, she's like, don't bring your dad up again.
Yeah. So she was like, nope, on to the next. So
right. Not talking about your dad right now. And then,
well, I think the way M. Chuck said it, she was like, you know, I don't think him going in you, maybe something about the size of him and, you know, the size of them coming out, you know, it's just that conversation just
awkward.
Weird. It's just awkward.
I thought, just to go back, we spoke about the conversation about the money management and the game board. I don't know where they were trying to go in that. Like, I copy notes. I was trying to think of something to copy down to speak about. I was just lost.
He wants to be his mermaid. Now,
Whatever that means.
What does that mean?
Thank you. Exactly.
I am excited, though, you know, about Tiana's Paris, you know, who plays his wife.
Yep.
I'm excited about that relationship, you know, growing and maybe a baby soon. That'd be, you know, kind of cool to see. I want to try to see a little bit more of their storyline too, as, you know, the show develops.
she's such a good wife.
Oh, she came through in the lingerie, got the massage in the back.
Good.
Ladies, take notes, okay? Because that's what's up.
When your man is stressed and he's reading a book that he can't understand, like Reggie did in the episode, get some lingerie on and distract him. That's what she was doing.
I'm excited for her because she's a gorgeous woman. Like, you know, I was watching Dear White People the other day, because on Netflix now, and I really like that movie, and I was just looking at her like, wow, you know, that's a gorgeous woman. Like, now she's on this show, and just her voice and everything about her just kind of, she has her own sex appeal that is not overbearing, you know?
Right. Like, I feel like they picked a great person for her character because she's classy. It's not like it's too raunchy or anything like that. And I feel like Reggie and her really, you know, fit one another very well.
I just want them to do something else with their hair right now.
It's kind of
her hair
a little rough.
On Instagram is beautiful.
Yeah, but her natural. They're making her. They're not building up the natural movement enough. You know, I feel like they could give her a protective style or something. You know, so she doesn't look so like, you know. Just I'm glad they were embracing it, but I just need them to do something. You know, put some tracks in it or something. Say she's protecting it from the heat because it's hot in Atlanta. You know, it's humid there, so she should be walking around just looking like that.
Well, I'm excited to see what her career evolves to soon.
Yeah, Tiana definitely has a bright future. I think, like, you know, she's gonna land some amazing roles in the future.
Definitely. I mean, if you've seen her on Instagram, she's close friends with Lala. And I love Lala. She's been in the game for some time now.
Who doesn't love Lala? I feel like this.
She's actually,
Lala did a lot for like us, media hosts who are pursuing. Lala has pioneered a lot of that career for us. And every time, like with my timeline posting entertainment news, so guys follow me at I am Gary Thomas.
Hey, shout out to the plug.
Every time I post Lala, everybody's liking it and commenting. Like people are just in love with Lala. It's. So doesn't like her.
She dropped her book this year, and I actually did go pick it up. And it's actually a great book. She explains where she started, what she had to do to get to where she was, and it's not because she's married to one of the best basketball players. She had her own grind, and they obviously came together, and they have what they have now. So
can Cam find this?
I know, right?
Can Cam find his Lala?
I know. That would be so cute.
Yeah.
That would be so cute. Like, he doesn't need a gold digger.
No.
He needs him a hard working woman who's out doing her thing and who can inspire him.
I definitely think Cam needs a Lala because Lala has a backbone. And Cam he's a little lackadaisical. And I feel like it'd be great to see.
What'd you say?
He's a little lackadaisical. He's just like too... I don't know. He has no edge to him. So he needs a woman who has a little bit more edge to herself.
I think he needs some friends, like he spoke about. Because if he has friends, they might bring out a different side of the family Cam.
Yeah, he's going to be a really good family man. Like, I think that he's really been taking a lot of charge this season, especially when he's like, no, I want to call this meeting right now, and he had the index cards. I know. Let's talk about Uncle Julius. I wasn't invited here.
I know, right? Cam told me to say that.
Right. Why? Mike Epps. I'm glad they casted Mike Epps. Like, I felt like he was completely
he keeps
needed.
the funny.
Yeah,
he
was
keeps
completely
the funny.
needed for the whole, to wrap up the whole family, Yeah. And I love that you always bring up Mike Epps because it's like he just is the glue to the family for me.
Yes.
He keeps everybody laughing, having a good time, and that's what's good.
And that's what we definitely need. So as they wrap up the episode, the mom obviously had the surgery. She's out. She's got whole different types of drugs in her, and I thought it'd have been awkward, one, to be in that room, two, when she asked the daughter how does it look.
Well, obviously she is a P word connoisseur, and she's seen plenty, and so he was okay.
She said that.
Yeah. she was underneath there getting the hospital thing, like really taking her time to look at this. I
approve, Mom. I approve.
So
get him.
So it sounds like the surgery was successful.
It was.
All right, $4,000 to $7,000, well worth it. I think that is a very good investment.
Just like you said earlier, it helps out both people. So I think that's a great investment as well. So.
I'm not like sold on Cassie per se, but I'm thinking that married women, after they've had their children, you want to get risky with your husband, and do things different as you get older. And when you're in your prime, in your 40s, they say that you're at your peak, so that's what tighten things up and really get the most out of your orgasms.
There you go.
She said she was at her prime too. She was like, I have a son that just got signed with a deal, and I got to go out there and get my groove back too.
Stella.
So, so the procedure was a good way for her to get in there and feel comfortable. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what kind of guys she brings home.
Oh,
we see,
not ready.
Which is a great way to go into production. So we shall see.
And now,
for episode 4.
Your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
I'll start off. I think we should. I'm gonna stick with Cam. I want to see Cam with a girl in the next episode, so I think that's about to drop soon.
I want to hear yours first.
I had one earlier about something you said, but I can't remember it. I'm waiting to see some love interest for Cam. I think Cam do need some friends.
Yeah.
I just thought about it like this. He doesn't have any
need some friends. Hit the club or something.
And I also am predicting more trouble with M. Chuck.
There's always trouble around.
She said something's gonna happen, where it's gonna be a little different. And she need a job.
She does. And last week I said I think Uncle Julius will get arrested. I could see M. Chuck getting arrested.
Oh, yeah.
And I can definitely see Uncle Julius coming up with some trade on the side. He's really, really, really smart and innovative. And I feel like he would turn the house out.
Yeah, I think if he comes with a trade on the side, it's going to be like selling some weed or something. This is Uncle Julius we're talking about.
And then also another prediction: Cam is going to be filthy rich.
I mean, he already is.
No, well, he's going to be capitalizing even more with Reggie doing all this mermaid kissing.
True.
Will we see some growth in their relationship? With a baby, maybe.
Maybe right now, not right now.
I want to say I would hope to see by the end of the season she might be pregnant.
That could work. She could, or possibly Reggie can be in the middle of something really important, traveling, something crazy and chaotic, and then all of a sudden she's like, oh my gosh, I just took a pregnancy test, or I think it's gonna be really dramatic. Yeah. Maybe at the most unexpected time for both of them.
Okay. I really think it'll probably happen at the end of the season, something as a segue into season 3 possibly.
I know that last week we spoke with Jessie that LeBron will be making a feature in one of the episodes, so I hope that's next episode. Actually, I'd like to see.
Shout out to Jessie coming in.
Oh yeah, big shout
changing out. My mind about you being corny.
Big shout out to the homie Jessie T. Make sure you guys follow him on Instagram and Twitter. And any last remarks for our after show, guys?
Oh, another prediction. I think that there's going to be more people coming back from his hometown, because the preview you see that one of the moochers comes back. I think it may be a female that will come back, and it'll definitely be someone that Cam used to mess with. Maybe
we saw last season that he slept with one of Reggie's girlfriends, which is the only edgy part we've ever seen of Cam.
True,
that part. So I think that might, somebody from the past will pop up again with a little bit more drama too.
Or what if someone comes on, they're like, I'm pregnant with your baby. That would be crazy.
That'd be
Cam ain't got no
left
friends.
side.
I don't even think, I'm not even sure right now Cam is, even having sex, because he's just, like we said, we see exactly what Cam does. So
exactly.
We saw last season. I think it's definitely a different Cam this season. A grown ass man.
Grown ass man. Shout out to episode 1. I was gonna say, seeing how you spoke about the hometown, they do base Cam is from Boston, Mass, which I am from too. So quick shout out to the home squad, Beantown. So that is it. Beantown 617. That's right. So, on my back home, people know about it. So that is it for our after show. Looking forward to next week's episode. Make sure you guys tune in. We will be here, of course, youtube.com/AfterBuzz TV. I'm your boy Jimmy V. Of course, I can be on Twitter and Instagram at @BeYourOwnDad, and my squad over here.
Hey, your girl Trene. Hit me up. Leave me comments. At your girl Trene on all of my social media.
And of course, I am Gary Thomas on Instagram and Twitter.
And that is it for this week, y'all. Make sure you guys like the video, leave a comment, and make sure you share it to somebody that you know.
#AfterBuzz TV or #AfterBuzz RS.
Yeah, hashtag
ABTV RS. That's it. ABTV RS.
What Gary said.
ABTV SR.
SR. All right. SR. What did I say?
Let's get those hashtags.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.